Hi, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, so I'm doing the Arthurian Tarot with the Hallowquest, right? And we're doing the seasons. Now I'm doing the Grail because we're in autumn down in here in New Zealand. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, we're doing autumn, okay, before we go into winter. So we're doing the Grail. Okay, so today's cards. Now, just before that, when I'm doing the book, The Quest for the Grail, autumn one, there is an autumn ceremony of the Grail Hallow, but I want to keep that quite private. That was not something that I wanted to sort of share with everyone. Now, I know it says March the 21st, and we're a little bit behind in that, being in the Southern Hemisphere. Of course, it's 21st September if you're in the Northern, but we're doing the if we were doing the autumn ceremony of the Grail Hallow, it would be 21st of March in the Southern Hemisphere. And we're a little bit late in starting this, so I sort of haven't, it's sort of something that I sort of read through quietly on my own, and I'm not going to share it with you. If you're really interested, it's something that you'd have to purchase the deck to work with. Okay, so I'm doing Grail Maiden, Grail 2 and 3. So it says here, just take a Grail Maiden speaks. I am tender and true of heart. I am the vision that greets you at twilight and at the threshold of your dreaming. All who wish to serve must drink of my cup. The Grail Maiden is the Grail bearer in Arthurian tradition. She is the seer of the Grail, knowing in whom the deep waters are stirring, bringing visions that will guide and prompt the quester to greater achievement. She holds in her hands the Grail that is closest when we are in need, offering nourishment and hospitality of the spirit to all, helping to find ways through the overwhelming currents of life. The damsels of the wells who lived in the times before Arthur were fairy women who served at the wells, offering hospitality to all spiritual travellers. But the king Amangons raped one of the maidens and stole her golden cup. After this terrible event, the kingdom lost the voice of the wells and the damsels that were therein. The maidens ceased their service while the land was laid waste in later times. Arthur and his men attempted to right the wrong that had been done, resolving to kill Amangon's descendants, but they discovered that his descendants were also the children of the damsels of the wells. The knights strove hard to restore the service of the Grail, and eventually the wasteland was healed. The Grail legends also tell of many of the maidens who bear the Grail through the hall. Elaine and Rathbance de Shoy both uphold the ancient guardianship of the deep, nourishing wells, eventually becoming companion or wife of one of the Grail seekers. The maiden is the pure voice who cannot speak falsely. Both Maiden and Grail represent the internal call of the imagination to re-enchant the earth. When we lose the voices of the wells, our lives turn into wastelands. The Grail Maiden bids us listen to those voices once more to rediscover our own deep access to the imaginal worlds. She is the daughter of love, who holds a healing Grail to her breast, inviting us to drink and be healed also. The Grail family can be found wherever the sound of water is heard. They are evoked by the light shining on the family can be found wherever the sound of water is heard. They are invoked by the light shining on the waters. Grail 2 speaks. Listen to our song, twin voices in harmony. When one sings, the other listens. Our song is love reciprocated and the concord of partnership. Learn the way of beauty and listen to the voice of the song. The beauty of this card speaks of the active support which our friends and partners bring us when we are on quest. Although our partner may not walk the path with you, the deep accord between you gives great reserves of strength. Love is not always this reciprocal, but the sharing of even part of the quest enables a sense of support to hold you. Grail 3 speaks. Gather around and eat what you will. The table is broad and there is no formality. Guests may sit where they please. Take an apple for your journey and share it with all you meet. Immense resources of spiritual solace and soul nurture surround you on every side on this quest. This card bids you heed these abundant blessings and receive nourishment at need. take with you the apples of joy and gladness to sustain you when the path seems dry. Regular spiritual practice enables you to continue living through bleak or troubled times. The questions to think about when you're looking at these cards. Consider where you are out of sync in your friendships or with your partner. Ask the Grail Maiden to open the way of concord. Number 2. What feeds your soul when the way seems barren? This might be a book, a place, or a music. The practice. During this quest, reconnect with the Grail each day by making a dedication at twilight, entering into stillness wherever you are, and bringing to mind your dreams and longings. Visualize the well of the Grail castle, rippling out in all directions, bringing your dreams into manifestation. Spend one day or more being aware of what your imagination is showing you. This is the voice of the well. Learn to trust your imagination as a faculty of your soul that is continually revealing important information to you. Okay, there's some things in the book that I'm not showing you behind the scenes and that sort of stuff, because some of the journey is quite personal, and I just want to sort of keep some of the stuff to myself. I'm just sort of giving you an idea of what the Hallowquest is about. So if you really want to know more, you definitely have to purchase this deck, the Arthurian Tarot, and using the guidebook in yourself, in your own way, for your own journey. I think that's really important. Remember, this is just a snapshot of some of the steps that I'm taking in this journey as I get to know this deck on a much deeper personal level. It really is a personal, individual journey that each of us must take on our own. So for me, this is, at this time of the year for me, is I'm doing the autumn. Of course, for you, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're going to be doing the spring path. Okay, so you're going to be dealing with the swords. For me, it's the Grail, because I'm doing autumn. Okay, for each of us, it's very, very different. Okay, that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care, and blessed be.